Well, hello, I'm Nathan Judah.
Well, hello.
Is Tim Spiers.
Yeah.
How good is that?
Don't push me out the
How
shot.
good is that?
Amazing, unbelievable. You see that coming?
No, but you're going, so I'm going to bring you back in the shot, sort of thing. Unbelievable. I mean, just saying today, I was here pretty early, and I just felt that they might do something. Got a barrage on Twitter, just basically saying what you're talking about. But they were fabulous.
They were. The game plan. The game plan worked to a T. They enacted it perfectly to a man. I thought they were superb. To be honest, as Zenga said, they all gave 200%. I didn't point him out on his maths again.
No,
but anyway,
probably best not.
They were all brilliant from back to front. Carly Keeman made a couple of really important saves. I think it was 0-0 when he made a great save.
Oh, that was top draw.
Well, yeah, it was 0-0. Fantastic save. No, it was 1-0. You know what? It's been a long day. Travelled up this morning.
Exhausted.
Anyway, yeah, a couple of really good saves. Back four were all pretty much faultless. The midfield three protecting them, I thought was superb.
Yeah.
We'll talk about saves, I'm sure, in a minute. And then you had the two wingers, Texera and Costa. Ran their socks off.
Yeah.
Ran their socks off the whole game. Fantastic work ethic, and Bavarson leading the line and doing a similar thing up front. So it wasn't so much about kind of sexy football or free flowing football today. It was more about them enacting the game plan, stopping Newcastle from playing, which they did pretty comfortably. And then in the end, it was pretty easy.
Of course,
10 minutes. With a red card as well. It was there was no comeback on the card. So perfect.
I mean, let's go back to the start of it. Bit of a surprise in the team sheet. Romain Saiss coming in and starting, but we did discuss it in the podcast in midweek.
I think we called it.
We did, yeah, absolutely.
He's got a habit of doing this, just kind of bringing people out from nowhere, and then also just dropping people and losing them out of the squad.
Although he did play apparently midweek.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he played in a little sneaky development friendly, which
sneaky.
Well, I say sneaky because Wolves, in fact, the press officers just walked past us, kept it quiet. It's not something they really wanted out there, but Luton put a thing on their website yesterday saying that Saiss and Olajon played 45 minutes in midweek. Anyway, Olajon also is here actually, he's watching the game. I think we can expect to see him on Tuesday. But yeah, it was a surprise to see him in the team sheet. But I tell you what, he got through his 90 minutes okay, didn't he?
Fair dues, yeah, absolutely.
But I thought he was fantastic. I thought he shielded the back four really well. He's very physical. And constantly kind of like sniffing out danger, but in a very kind of disciplined, restrained role. He didn't go wandering off. I tell you what, same with Dave Edwards.
Well, I was about to say Dave Edwards. I mean, out of all the people who've come in, Dave, long day. But he's come in and he's done exactly what's been asked of him.
I think we spoke about it on Thursday as well, that he might bring him in, and that he needs players he can rely on and do as they're told, right, in a disciplined role. And Dave Edwards is that man. And we just spoke to him actually. I've been interviewing a couple of days' time in the Express and Star. He admits he's had a bad season so far. Probably like an emotional hangover from the Euros, from the Euros rather than a physical one. In Huddersfield, when he did have a poor game, he said he got a knock early on. He should have come off, but he didn't. He battled through. That's the kind of player he is. I know he's not fans' favourite with a lot of people's eyes for whatever reason, but he was magnificent today as well. Won loads of tackles, interceptions. Just smart, short passes.
Just that three, like you say, I thought Prince had his best game as well.
And Prince
today.
as well. A lot of them had their best game actually. Costa again was fantastic.
Stunning.
Probably showed his man of the match.
Stunning.
But Newcastle so dangerous from midfield. Mo Diame was kept quiet. Shelvey, all he was restricted to was 30-yard long shots. And
this is a side who went to QPR and won 6-0. I mean, just the change in both teams is incredible, really. In performance.
It's just. I think Newcastle probably turned up thinking they were going to win.
Yeah.
And I think there was an element of overconfidence in there. And Wolves were burned in midweek. And I'm talking about the players here. They were really hurt, I think, by Zenga's criticism at full time and also, a bit of a dressing down, as it were. And Danny Bart was just saying he spoke and said a few words in the dressing room as well. So it was very much... they've had their character questioned, but brought into question.
Well, we were shocked a bit when he said that they've given up and whether that was the right way to go. But
we were
it looks like, they've gone in the next day, cancelled the day off, they've gone into training, and he's got a reaction, so you can't really knock him.
He has got a reaction. I mean, he said he's called for him to play with pride and with honour, and like I said, he's brought their character into question. So what do good footballers do? They come out and they want to prove themselves, and like I said to a man, they did that today, and they could have won more than 2-0. I mean, they had a couple of decent chances. They hit the bar first thing, didn't they? Saiss had that free kick as well. And by the way, his technique does look pretty good, Saiss, just to go back to him. That free kick he did, 25-yard free kick nearly in the corner. So he looks like he's kind of got the all-round game, really. I was really, really impressed. And for him to play 90 minutes as well after he's had a bit of an injury or not much of a pre-season, just slotted straight in, so you couldn't ask for anything more.
A lot of these signings have come in. I mean, the big-time players have played for big clubs in big games. And I don't know whether there's a correlation, but you play a half full Molineux against Barnsley on a Tuesday night, then they come out here, 52,000, full house. This is what they're used to. Big game, a Premier League kind of atmosphere. And I don't think it's any coincidence that they've performed to the best they've played all season.
Yeah, it was a big occasion, as much as Wenger was trying to play it down in midweek. Yeah, I mean, the noise here was tremendous.
How good were they up there?
They were so noisy, unbelievable. I was just saying, it wasn't over 52,000 crowd today, 3,000 of them. I mean, you'd think there were more Wolves fans. They were absolutely brilliant. But it was so quiet on Tuesday, and there was a real lull around the stadium in the first half. And I'm sure that contributed. It does. You don't want to say, oh, you know, fans should have made more noise than they won.
Sure.
Because it's not like that.
Yeah.
But the players feed off the atmosphere and vice versa. And it was really quiet on Tuesday. The players never got them going, or vice versa. Whereas, yeah, huge occasion today. Like you say, big name players, big time manager. They revel in this. This is what you play the game for.
I mean, it's just so strange, isn't it? We've been up here at Birmingham, we've been down here at the bottom, you know, against Barnsley on Tuesday night. We're back up now. I mean,
what's next?
Well, we got the cup on Tuesday night now.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Like I said, there's a few players we could see sat in front of us today who didn't make the squad today. Stearman was dropped completely. So was Jack Price. So was Jed Wallace. They were here.
We're saying that when they miss out, they don't just miss out and be on the bench. Exactly. They're out of the squad, aren't they?
And Edwards wasn't even on the bench on Tuesday, and he's come in and was candidate for man of the match today.
Yeah.
So anyway, you got those three, and then Silvio and Ola John as well. We're all watching, so you can expect them to play a part on Tuesday. All the subs, you could put out a different 11. You know, we don't know. I'm not sure if Dicko's here, but he's maybe someone they'll bring up. So we'll see a different Newcastle team and a different Wolves team, completely different game. But obviously today's game was by far the more important one. Especially, you know, they've dropped down the table a bit. I know it's extremely early days, and if they'd won on Tuesday, they'd be in the playoffs. But the fact is they lost. I think they were down in 16th. So, you know, you lose again, and suddenly it's you've got a tough run of fixtures coming up, and you're looking over your shoulder.
Of course you are.
And you don't want that at all. In what's going to be such a competitive league, you need to be in and around the top.
And I mean, both sides I think will be much changed on Tuesday night, but at least now they can kind of enjoy, they can relax, they can have a good night tonight, and just that confidence level just for training. We believe they're going to train potentially on Monday at Sunderland, but just the atmosphere is so much better, isn't it, going in for these next 3 or 4 days? Because you don't want to be in that hotel. You got beat by Barnsley. You've got a kid hiding at St James's Park, and now you've got 3 or 4 days away from your families going into Tuesday night. It's just such a massive result on so many levels.
Do you want to ask a longer question?
Well, I'm just excited. Okay, you know what I mean?
We're all going to have a good night tonight, aren't we?
Well, I don't know. I might have a couple of alcoholic beverages.
So no, but. I think it's important that they've kind of got this almost like team bonding 4 days together, because they haven't had a pre-season together. 12 new signings since July.
Well, how long since Cork?
Well, that was straight after Cork when the takeover happened, or during Cork. So none of these players have been away with them. So it's a good chance for them to get to know each other, spend a few days together. It'll help the preparation for Tuesday's game as well.
I get to know you a few days.
Oh yeah, there are downsides to it, aren't there? But anyway, yeah, it's going to be a good few days, hopefully, for them. You know, they'll rewatch the video again. They can relax, like you say, some great facilities up here, and go again on Tuesday. So we'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed. What a fantastic day! For all the post-match reaction on this one, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.